Well, so somebody asked me, and I'm gonna try to explain this as best as I can. But so this is going back to yesterday with Trump and his announcement about health care, and there was also that good news about the soldiers are getting $1,776, which I think is good. Soldiers don't get paid enough. They work really hard and they don't get paid diddly squat for it. As an army brat, I've kind of heard all the stories and things, but and as a blue collar worker, I feel they're because it's a physical job. Most of the time, it's a very physical job, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're making those sacrifices, and they need a bonus, especially for Christmas. But somebody asked me, it wasn't here, but it was here, But anyway, if that makes sense, probably not. Just to me, it does. They asked me if I thought Trump could fix the health care problem, the health insurance problem, Obamacare, and all that. And I said, well, he could. I mean, sure, he could. It's not a difficult thing. My take on insurance is that it's a scam. Or better yet, it's a tax, but it's an unnecessary tax. It's a tax, but it's an unnecessary tax. I mean, the government already taxes us. They have income tax, property tax, sales tax, excise tax, luxury tax. There's taxes on alcohol and tobacco. Fuck, there's a tax for everything. Now, the difference between true capitalism and, say, socialized medicine or communism, where they try to say, oh, everything should be free, but it's not free. It just means that you're going to have more and more and more and more taxes, which that's kind of where we are. Every time you turn around, there's more and more and more taxes. Well, health insurance is just another tax because the insurance company, they collect that money, and it's basically you're paying their salary, but all they do is sit there behind a desk on a computer typing away, answering phones and doing paperwork. When the hospital already has a secretary that can do all of that. So why do we pay them? Well, because it's a tax. Think about it. When you get hurt, or you're having a problem, or you're having a baby, you go to the doctor because the doctor he's the one that has the skills that pay the bills, right? I mean, the doctor is the one that has the skills, and the nursing staff, the secretary, the MRI specialist, the radiation specialist, X-rays, CAT scans. It keeps pushing on that, straighten it back out. And so the doctor, in my mind, the doctor, the nurse, the nursing staff, the MRI, radiologist, X-ray, CAT scans, that sort of thing, they're the ones that need to get paid. They did the work. They're the ones that you owe a debt of gratitude. Personally, I'm not all that grateful when an insurance company tells me I have to give them a buttload of money. I didn't even go to the doctor that month or that year. I haven't gone to the doctor in years. I don't need to. I'm not sick. I hardly ever get sick. Why would I go to the doctor if I'm not sick? Health is more preventative maintenance. Health is more about, eating right and exercising and avoiding risk behaviors. We all know that. Everyone knows it. Some people are better at it than others. But if you're hurt and you go to the doctor, you pay the doctor. That's my philosophy on that. That's my take on that. If you're hurt, you go to the doctor. If you're having a baby, you go to the doctor, and then you just pay the doctor. That's what we used to do. That's true capitalism. We haven't had that in decades, though. So all these young folk growing up thinking that capitalism has failed them, well, they've never actually experienced true capitalism. Same thing with car insurance. It's like if your car breaks down, you take it to a mechanic. If you have an accident, same thing. You take it to a mechanic. If somebody gets hurt, you pay the doctor to bandage you up. You pay the mechanic to fix your car. You pay the tow truck to tow your truck, tow your car. What does the insurance company do? You'd say, oh, well, they're there to make sure that you're honest and you pay your bills. And it's like, well, again, that's what a collection agency is for, or just a judge, just a police officer, or just you and me, could make somebody honest, but you don't need an insurance company for that. They get paid to do something that is already getting done. They don't need to do anything. So if your house burns down, you pay a carpenter to fix it back up. If your car breaks down, you pay a mechanic to fix it up. If you get injured, you pay the doctor to bandage you back up. You don't need an insurance company. So if they were to do away with the insurance company, you could keep that money that you would normally be spending every month or if you do it quarterly or whatever. You just take that money and put it in a CD in the bank and get right now I think the highest you can get at my bank is like 4.3%. It might be higher or lower where you live, but take that however much money you pay each month or every 3 months or every year or whatever. Think about it. Your home, your car. Some people have more than one car that they're paying insurance on. However much money that is in a year that you're paying to all these different insurance companies that they're just taking from you. You could easily put that in a CD and get 4.3% annual rate of return, and that's compounding every quarter. You could probably set it up differently if you want. Or you could put that in the stock market. You could put that in Bitcoin. You could put that in gold and silver. You could put that, even if it was just money sitting in the bank, I mean, at least it's not disappearing. I mean, it's disappearing because of inflation and taxes, but at least that's your money. It's like you're still holding on to it. It's still yours. You didn't give it to somebody else who just took your money, because basically in my mind, they're like a big bully. They're like, you have to give me your money or else. I'm like, I don't agree with that. I shouldn't have to give you anything unless you provide me with something I need. I'm not going to give you something that you need. I'm not going to take from my stuff that I need and give it to you. You didn't do anything for it. So yes, I think he could fix it. I think it could have been fixed a long time ago. I think it's ridiculous that we have to give them money when they didn't do anything. The doctor did the work. Got a lot of bunny rabbits out here. Getting rained on. Snow. Trying to walk around. Make comments. There's a bunch of rabbits. They've been out here. Make a home of this place when I'm not out here. So anyway, I feel like that's just my 2 cents on the matter. I don't know if he'll do it. I don't know why they stopped doing it that way, because that's how it used to be. It's like if you wanted a doctor, you just paid a doctor. Why would you pay a middleman? They didn't do anything. Car breaks down, you pay the mechanic. Your house burns down, you need a good carpenter, a team of carpenters. So yeah, I think it could be done better. I'm not saying it would ever be perfect, but it could be done better. And that's what I voted for, just to make things better.